You suck at War Thunder. I know. That's why you clicked on this video. But why do you suck? Today we'll be going in depth about how you can improve your gameplay no matter the game mode within literal days. My first tip is to play arcade. Oh, I know what you're gonna say. I don't get the rewards I want from arcade. I know, I don't get the rewards I want from arcade either. But it improves your gameplay, and arcade helps you so much to correct those basic habits that you have that are making you die more and more. We'll get into that later, but for now, if you need to improve aim, play arcade. If you didn't know, arcade has a lead indicator. I don't know if you know this either, but arcade tanks, you get to see people if they're in with like, I think 800 meters of you, right? And they're not hidden. Arcade tanks helps you to spot so many people and helps you to find good positions. It really helps. My next tip is about learning to survive. All these other tip videos, and I'm not trying to diss them, by like Jube and Jake and everyone, they're not bad, but they don't tell you how to survive. They just say, oh, survive longer. They don't tell you how. You have to stick with your team. Your team knows where to go. They will go right, and you should follow them. That's usually in planes. I don't know. You can go wherever you want. Find some good camping positions in tanks. Climbing in props is really important. I like to climb so that I only lose like 1 or 2 kilometers every few seconds. 1 or 2 kilometers per hour, that is. It helps gain altitude and you keep a good speed, really. My third tip is a very important one. You need to use that C key. I emphasize this so much. Using your C key helps you look around. It's free look. If you didn't know that, I don't know how you got through the basic tutorials without knowing that. Looking around is incredibly important, especially in planes, but in tanks, if you don't want to rotate your turret, you can either use the binoculars, which by default is B, or you can just use C. You can also spam your V button to try and ping people on the map in tanks, which really helps to spot people that you didn't see before. I see so many people over-focusing though on one person. One kill is worth less than, in top tier matches, up to 15 other kills. You could kill an entire lobby, hypothetically. Hyper-focusing on one person when there are multiple, like 2 kilometers behind you, is not good. Discipline is incredibly important. Next, I have a tank-only tip, kind of multiple tips regarding tank rounds. First thing is that HE doesn't have good pen, but you can use them to your advantage. If you see that your enemy has an exposed MG or something, or a very soft spot, shoot at that soft spot. There is a chance it would ricochet into the enemy tank at another weak spot. This has happened so many times with me, especially on those roof-mounted MGs, really helps. Next thing is that people tend to judge a round off its flat pen. I also do this sometimes, I will admit, when I get a new tank. If you need a tank round with good penetration at least 45 degrees of angle, you can see that on the stat card, and good explosive mass. Now, we've come to the final tip for when you're late in your journey in War Thunder. Top tier can be difficult, but don't forget the tips I've told you. Top tier planes are great, but as soon as radar missiles are introduced, you cannot climb at all unless you learn how to notch. There are a lot of top tier guides, and I might make one myself. So, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.